How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be talking about the Polaroid camera and why should you put it back in your preps or your preparations or your worst case scenario kit. I find this thing to be very important, and most people overlook or don't even know what this thing is anymore. To give you a quick rundown for folks that don't know, because of course, phones kind of came out and kind of really ruined Polaroid, I guess, because instant phone, all that kind of stuff. But this is an instant film camera, or almost instant, at least 5 minutes. You point, shoot, squeeze, it literally prints and spits out a photo for you, ready to go right here on the spot. Comes with cartridges, right? Pretty cool. The battery is housed inside of it. But I'm gonna go over 3 reasons why you should put it back in your preps and why it's kind of self-contained and all that kind of stuff. And again, I think it's very important. So let's dive into one of the first reasons, as in why should you have this or keep it around. Now we're getting back to neighborhood protection plan. That you can create instant photo IDs with this, right? Hey, let's verify, let's use this, point, shoot, there you go. So you could outfit your entire neighborhood, in essence, with your own IDs to allow people to come in and out if you're setting up security. And I'm talking failure of civility here, worst case scenario, right? No electricity, no vehicles running, you guys are coming together as a community again, you're growing stuff. Like, you wanna keep bad people out and good people in. But how do you verify who is coming in and out? This is a really good way to do it, right? Now folks could say, well, I can just take a picture with my camera phone and then print it out. Okay, are you gonna find printer ink and paper and electricity, and then you're gonna be able to work that together, especially when you're maybe running on generators or solar power, if you even have that, right? This is just fully self-contained, boom, right there, spit it out. Photo IDs, pretty cool, right? Next is verification of items, right? If you take a photo of something or documentation or an individual and you want, proof of life, or in essence, proof of this thing existing, or maybe you're taking it somewhere else to another community, you can verify and use this and go, hey, this person said this intel is correct. Here's a picture of him literally holding it up, right? That's really good instant verification for this. Cell phones, we do it all the time today, or in this realm, texting, messaging phones. But when electricity and there's no phone signal, no towers, that kind of stuff, what are you gonna go to? Lastly is kind of records keeping, in essence, right? You can do jokingly or not jokingly mug shots with this, right? If someone keeps giving you issues, keeps trying to break in or something like that, hey, take a photo of them. Hey, if we see this guy again, get him out of here, do whatever you want in a way with this individual, we gotta push him away. Or in general, just intel and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting to have this capability. Now, one of the big things that you need to be concerned about or have in a photo is an authenticator. An authenticator is something that is almost impossible to copy, right? And it's not gonna be like, hey, the American flag behind me. There's American flags literally everywhere in this country, right? Oh, well, I'm gonna hold up a Rubik's Cube in a special pattern or something and take a photo of it. Cool, there's Rubik's Cubes literally all over this country. What I'm saying is you need to find something that is exclusively almost impossible to recreate in a failure of civility. Myself, one of the good ones that I always go to is an older unit patch. I've covered up them, or a squad patch. I can verify that there's only 30 of these in the entire United States that I know of, because only my team got them with the proper designations on top. So if you can place this in the photo, right, and then take your photo, this is one verification piece that I doubt someone else trying to sneak in or trying to secretly verify other information is not gonna work. And this is your verifier. You can use a specialty flag. One of mine is a flag that was custom made for myself when I was leaving a base, and I have a bunch of signatures all over it for people wishing me luck on my next, journey and stuff like that. That is almost impossible to recreate. Putting those two in the photos is your authenticator. It authenticates that no one else can copy that. So if you have a photo with those in it, it is me saying this is legit, right? So have an authenticator. You can kind of create it however you want. It's just got to be homemade and very difficult to copy. You can't put like a book up there like, oh, hey, you know, this popular author, I'm holding the book up. Okay, if there's tons of those books out there, then that doesn't really help you because someone could copy do the same exact photo, same exact backdrop. I mean, you could just put a certain house, a certain road sign behind you. Anything could technically be an authenticator. It's just more difficult to copy that as espionage and that kind of stuff. So those are a few things that I wanted to bring up. I think it's a really interesting piece to have. Where can you find these? Well, Amazon, believe it or not, still sells these, at least the Gen 2s. They're kind of mediumly expensive, more expensive than I actually thought. The newer ones are about $80 to $150. The brand new ones that do not take the 600 film. The 600 film series is kind of like that, the staple. You can still find these ones, you know, around for about 150 bucks. Sometimes flea markets are actually a pretty good place, or garage sales you can find these in. And then just pick one up, say, hey, give 20 bucks for it, and then go on Amazon, which I still have film for it. Like this one, I just bought film a little while ago, and stuff it in there, and it's good to go. So you can find these still around. I do recommend having these on hand, but works really well, right? Just for a recap in general, neighborhood protection plan, right? Doing photo IDs, verification of mail or information, you know, sending runners out and back and forth. Hey, I'm giving you orders to do this, and maybe your security plan. Well, how do you know those orders are legit? Okay, well, here's a photo of this person holding this item, you know, saying that it's good. Okay, well, that means it's legit. That's the code phrase or whatever. And then lastly is records keeping, right? Is having records authenticated. That's the key point. And then talking about having authenticators in the photo to verify if that is correct. Maybe two communities want to trade goods and you don't know if this is a hoax or anything, but they hold you this or send you this photo and go, hey, and you know that's their authenticator. You're like, okay, this is legit. Then awesome, we'll do it. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, want more tips and tricks, more items like this, I have a bunch more of weird items that I just think are interesting to hold back in a failure of civility situation. Hopefully it never comes to that, but we definitely need to be prepared for it. So I think it's really interesting. If you guys like this kind of stuff, if you ever thought about a Polaroid camera or haven't thought about one, definitely throw it in the description box below. If you guys like patches, honestly, and stickers, we have them in the description box below over at my Big Cartel website. It helps out the website, or it helps out this YouTube channel a good bit, honestly, and if you're interested in that, definitely would appreciate it. So other than that, yeah, there's a Polaroid camera. There's my reasons to have one. If you agree, then yeah. And if you can find my links in the description box below, I will put some Polaroid stuff down there. Other than that, I hope you all have a great day.